Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the USF Bulls offense will be first on the attack. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
And you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, USF.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, South Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Broncos offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be time.
Oh, he's got some space. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Trying play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Off play action on 1st down. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Catch in the middle, it's Howard. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's McLaughlin. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Touchdown Bulls! A great catch and run for 6.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, the first meeting between Iowa and Iowa State happened back in 1894, but they've only awarded the actual Cy-Hawk trophy since 1977. Here's how today's game went down. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Whitley. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Got the 1st down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
37-yard line. Now, 4th down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Ridley. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McNeil. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Boise State.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you've got to have an execution, it's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
The Bulls will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Grab near the marker. It's Washington. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLaughlin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Uncorks one. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Bulls will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. On the ground, it's Washington. Hard running there. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Fighting off the defender. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Broncos! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nevada stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Reno. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed.
Looking to throw on first down.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Williams. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Wants to throw on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Finds his man. It's Williams. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And you throw a little little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Handoff from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. With the line of scrimmage at the 42, this kicker will have to give it everything he's got and hit one from 59 yards out. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. It is good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot, puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps.